On this week's WWE brings us, can too much of a bad thing be good again? They try Roman Reigns in tag team matches. Welcome to the Raw Review.
Yeah, I think they tried a couple things that they're like, how much of this can we put on before people get sick and fucking tired of it?
Yeah, no, I mean, it's just, it's one of those things. It's like, can too much of a good thing be bad? So in this instance, they're like, can too much of a bad thing turn full circle and become good again?
Yeah.
So let's try and throw Roman Reigns in 2 tag team matches where he hogs the spotlight.
Yeah.
And both end in, like, DQ forms.
Yeah. We'll talk about that in a second, but we opened up with Roman Reigns, who initially was trying to call out Bobby Lashley, I assume. Instead, he got Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre, who proceeded to beat the shit out of him. And then Seth Rollins came out and saved him. And Kurt tried to make a tag team match for next week, and Roman's like, no, don't do that shit next week. Do it tonight. And he's like, all right, well, if you want to pull double duty, because you already have a match against the Revival when you're teaming with Bobby Lashley. And Roman's like, psh, I got this.
I can do it too.
Curtis Axel defeated Matt Hardy for a second week in a row. Matt Hardy by himself due to Bray Wyatt being in a car accident over the weekend. Get well soon, Bray. Shocker, Bobby Lashley doesn't like Roman Reigns. And Seth Rollins will get a rematch for the Intercontinental title against Dolph Ziggler at Extreme Rules in a 30-minute Iron Man match. That'll be fun. And as we heard last week, Bayley went to counseling for her attack on Sasha Banks last week. Turns out that Sasha had the exact same counseling appointment with the exact same counselor, that being one Dr. Shelby.
Funny how they left that detail out last week.
Yeah, and funny how Dr. Shelby just happens to come back the week after Team Hell No reunites.
Yeah.
We know how well Dr. Shelby worked for those two.
I really feel like this was not the direction it was going to go until Team Hell No came around.
Kane came back, they're like, oh, we know what we're doing. Call Dr. Shelby. So yeah, we had 3 different segments of Bayley and Sasha kind of bantering back and forth.
Couples counseling.
Yeah, essentially. And it just boiled down to like a lot of yelling, and instead of the shrill, high voice of Dr. Shelby that we're used to when settling disputes, he got real angry with it. And then we had
Braun Strowman.
Yeah, and then we had like a to be continued, so I don't know if we're gonna get a whole nother set of this next week. I don't want, like, it was funny, but I don't think it's funny enough to do a second week of this.
It was a good callback to the Team Hell No thing. It needed to only be like 1 segment long, though.
Yeah, like, yeah, it's cool to see Dr. Shelby back because he's funny, but he doesn't need to be there 2 weeks in a row. So let's not do that. Authors of Pain defeated Titus Worldwide. Woo! Kevin Owens arrived and somehow talked himself into a match against Braun Strowman. We'll get to that in a second. Seth and Roman defeated Drew McIntyre and Dolph Ziggler by disqualification after the Revival came out and beat the shit out of both of them.
It's another win for my boys.
Corbin and Balor are still bickering back and forth like an old married couple. And, yeah.
Hey, Finn just really wants a sampler platter.
He really does. But unfortunately, apparently his comments about the vest got Baron Corbin fired from TGI Fridays, so that's not happening.
Didn't have enough buttons and jingly things.
Is that like standard?
Yeah, you gotta add stuff to your vest.
I've never been to TGI Fridays.
Me either, actually. I don't know.
Ember Moon defeated Liv Morgan. Roman and Bobby defeated the Revival by disqualification.
It's really another win for my boys.
After the Revival completely demolished Roman Reigns, Bobby's like, you got this, Roman. I'm gonna leave. And so now Roman and Bobby Lashley are having a match at Extreme Rules. Mojo Rawley dropped No Way Jose in another not gonna have a rematch segment. We found out that at Extreme Rules, Ronda Rousey will be front row for the women's title match, which is now an Extreme Rules match between Nia Jax and Alexa Bliss.
So all the seats are sold out.
That was quickly followed up by Nia Jax defeating Mickie James, go figure. And then Braun defeated Kevin Owens by countout and then via Porta Potty.
Yeah.
Yep, that happened.
Turned Kevin Owens into a smurf.
Yeah. It wasn't poop. It was
It's that blue liquid that it's supposed to absorb the smell.
It looked a lot like, it looked more like paint than it did. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't spend a whole lot of times in porta potties.
I've never touched the blue in the porta potty because usually when you go in, there's more than just the blue.
Yeah, it's more poo. It's more
never,
poo than blue. So.
I've never been the first person in one given porta potty.
Me either. Well, let's stop talking about porta potties unless that's what you liked. What did you like about Raw this week? Was it porta potties?
No, I'm gonna say I liked the Revival coming in and attacking Seth and Roman at the end of the match with Drew and Dolph.
Yeah. And I'm gonna add on to that because I like the fact that you pseudo called them like a new Four Horsemen, and I'm so okay with that idea. Just team them up as a group. I'm totally fine with that. Yeah, it's good. It's good for the Revival. Just getting
airtime.
Yeah,
airtime rub with the Shield.
Yeah, airtime, and the fact that they're getting the better of Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
On multiple occasions. This is good. This is good for the Revival.
Like?
What did I like? I liked. I don't know. I'm gonna say this every fucking week. I like the B team.
Yeah, they're likable.
Their fucking promos, their mocking of Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt is hysterical, and Curtis Axel does a ridiculously good Matt Hardy impression, and
Bo's got a spot on Bray.
No shit, being brothers kind of does that. I love the fact.
Wait, you're telling me?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I liked this week's promo even better because they still kept the shtick of dropping low once their stuff was over, but they just sang "He's Got the Whole World in His Hands" quieter as they dropped, so it faded out. It was hysterical. So yeah, once again,
what I really enjoy is they do the promos and then they come out immediately afterward not dressed the same,
with nothing the same. So yeah, once again, my like goes to the B team. What did you love?
Aside from Titus Worldwide getting crushed by the Authors of Pain, I loved the Revival beating up Roman Reigns during and after the tag team match with Bobby Lashley.
Yeah. Once again, Revival just
boys.
It's good.
It's a win-win night for the Revival.
I'm not gonna say I'm as big of a fan of the Revival as you, but I'm still a very big fan of the Revival. So the fact that they got a shit start on the main roster and now they're getting this, this is the best thing to happen to the Revival since their feud with American Alpha.
Since I broke Kofi's leg.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's good. Keep pushing the Revival. They need it. They deserve it. I loved Kevin Owens. Not only was his whole...
He loves Shania Twain.
I said it before we even watched it. I wanted a comment about Shania Twain, and I got it. On top of that, I got him talking himself into a match with Braun Strowman, and then breathing exercises with Jinder Mahal, and calling Charlie a fucking gremlin. And
that was pretty good.
And then the constant screaming from within the porta potty as he's being dragged through the arena by Braun.
Taped.
Was hilarious. It was so funny. So yeah, Kevin Owens and his fucking comedic timing is my love for my comedy. Funny equals money for me this week on Monday Night Raw. If you were funny, you got my good spots. Yeah.
That's a weird way to put it. But...
I'm not good with them words. Did you dislike anything?
The fact that we had to sit through a Mojo Rawley promo.
Well, yeah.
That was awful.
Yeah.
That was terrible. almost made my nuts fall off.
How does that? Never mind. I don't need to.
Say that's my body starts decaying when Mojo Rawley gets on the screen.
That's fucking awful.
That's how much I don't like him.
Wow.
I'm starting to get like
that's a deep
gangrenous allergic reactions to Mojo Rawley.
That's a deep rooted hate, man.
Yeah, that's. If I'm ever in the same arena when he comes out for his entrance, I just immediately start vomiting.
I hope I'm not sitting next to you when that happens.
It's not pretty.
That'd be terrible. It's a good thing we don't go to Raw very often.
Yeah. Thank God.
Oh man.
What about you? Is there anything you didn't like?
What did I dislike anything?
Other than Bobby Lashley folding his arms over and over again.
You know what? I dislike.
That was funny.
I dislike the fact that that's the only thing I like about Bobby Lashley is that whenever he thinks he's saying something clever or funny, he crosses his arms. If you don't believe me, watch the whole promo with Renee Young. No, I mean, it's not dislike. It's just don't care. So it's not worth talking about. If Bobby Lashley keeps crossing his arms, I might start liking promos. If he starts crossing his arms more in matches, I think I might give a shit more about his matches.
You should like shoulder tackle somebody and then go.
Yeah, that might make me like Bobby Lashley, but for now I don't. Yeah, no, I mean overall there was a lot of comedy stuff. There was a lot of Roman Reigns. There was a lot of the Revival, which was great.
Yeah, some of my boys.
Yeah, it was Raw.
Not a great Raw.
No.
Just gonna be real.
There was a lot of matches that just kind of ended, and there was like no.
Not off to an auspicious start this week for the WWE.
Yeah. Is Raw ever really a good start to the week though?
You know, sometimes we start strong.
Sometimes.
Not often.
Not often. But hey, SmackDown tomorrow.
Yeah.
And 205 Live, where
That's
we're
what I'm
going
looking
to
for.
get Buddy Murphy and Mustafa Ali in a no DQ match. If you ain't watching 205 Live, you need to start today.
Tomorrow, actually.
Well, when this video is uploaded, it'll be today.
Oh yeah.
So today.
I was forgetting about the time difference.
Yeah, watch it today.
Yeah.
And then watch our review tomorrow. Do that.
Do it.
But for now, guys, thanks for watching this one.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.
Click those links down below.
There are so many social media links.
There's also a podcast link.
That's one of the links that says SoundCloud.
It's working this week, so check it out. You get this review and all of our regular reviews in
Kevin Owens.
podcast form. What?
Nothing.
You can also check out Reasonable Wrestling Fans.
It's reasonable with a W.
Like Wrestling, where we have The List with Kevin Hawk.
Me.
Question of the Week with Thomas Wolf.
Not me.
We have unboxing videos where you get cool shirts like this villain t-shirt and all these little micro brawlers. There's also punishment videos and other videos that are loosely based around wrestling.
So loose.
But for now, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you at whatever video you decide to watch next.
Do I really feel like saying at the end of this Raw? Fuck Modus.
Yeah. God, they were both on.
Yeah.
At least only one of them won, though.
They didn't really win.
He
Just
dropped.
racistly attacked a cheeseburger.
And a Dominican guy who likes to dance. What's wrong with dancing? Fuck you, Mojo.
Racist.
And fuck you, Titus, for making Apollo take the fall.
Yeah.
Fuck Modus.